If you look at the world today, you're going to find that there's conflict arising in different parts of the world. On the surface, all these conflicts appear to be separate and distinct one from another. If you look deeply, though, you're going to find that they all have a common denominator. And the common denominator is what I address in the book. It's a primal fear against which the sense of self, the ego, integrates itself by utilizing what I call fuels of integration or affective fuels of ego integration. We are heading or going towards a period in which humanity will be more aware of the unity we have between each other, sort of an enlightenment, quote unquote. I used to believe that that was going to happen spontaneously, that we were eventually walking towards it in a very, like a bicycle, easy way. Now I'm more convinced that if it arrives, it's going to be through a lot of pain and suffering and probably millions of people dying. People learn two ways. You can learn by example or you can learn by concussion. Concussion hurts. This book is an attempt to try to explain to people the reason or the motivation for their actions so that we can avoid the concussion and avoid the pain. True change doesn't come from a slogan or from saying we need to change. True change comes from understanding deeply the reasons that motivate us to do certain things and how these reasons begin to shape our behavior. Freedom comes not from having an infinite number of choices. There was an old definition of freedom that we had before. True freedom comes from understanding why you pick a choice in the first place every single time. The book tends to make people feel uncomfortable, and it makes them feel uncomfortable because, in essence, I am holding a mirror up to the self, and I'm asking the reader to understand why you're doing certain things. It's not an easy book to read. I was told not long ago that you need some intellectual muscle to read the book. With this book, Why Are You? A Sense of Identity, I'm mostly targeting younger people, the younger generation. Younger people because the future belongs to them. And I think they need to understand what's going on and how they can prevent further violence in their lives. The people that stand most to benefit from this are the people that are growing now. The people, for example, that are claiming for democracy, the people that are claiming for more human rights, the people that are claiming for more understanding and tolerance. And professionals because they deal with patients. Clinicians, so they can have some tools to help patients. Psychologists, so they can do research and try to explore more the motivation and behavior in human beings. The quicker we understand the mechanisms of why we do certain things and why we need to integrate ourselves against that primal fear, the quicker we're going to be able to understand the need for tolerance and more humanity between people. Otherwise, I'm afraid that we won't survive as a species.